advancing to our next youth, he's going to talk about the new age pacifier. I know it sounds a little weird, but anyways, let me introduce to you Justin Raphael.
A friend of mine asked me, "Hey, Justin, what are you going to do? What are you going to speak about in TED?" I was like, pacifiers. And my friend said, "Oh yeah, I get it, because you're a big, gigantic baby." No, I'm not. Anyways, who said pacifiers are only for babies? No, it isn't. So, pacifiers. Babies use it, I use it, and so do you. I'll get back to you on that later. Now, earlier this week, my family and I went out for a lovely dinner at a seafood restaurant. As I was about to take my first bite, a startling cry of a baby came out of nowhere. They were just a table away. It was so loud, in fact, that almost everyone in the restaurant started searching for where the noise was coming from. The mother, who was almost oblivious to what was happening, lifted her baby out from the stroller, wrapped her arms around her, and started cradling and rocking her from side to side. But she wouldn't stop. She tried talking to her some alien baby goo-goo gaga language that I didn't understand, and she still wouldn't stop. And in my head, I was just telling the mother, "Mom, if you just give her the pacifier, the baby would stop." The mother, to my convenience, did what I hoped for, and as I've said, it solved everything. Not really. The baby ended up spitting it out. And the cry grew twice as loud. And I was telling myself, this is utter hopeless. But to the mother's last resort, she grabbed her purse, took out her phone, and gave it to the baby, and there was absolute baby silence. Absolute baby silence. Surely I'm not the only one who has witnessed these instances in our society. Sometimes we see siblings fighting over a tablet. For teens, you're itching for a new phone. For adults, you're lining up for hours just to get the new iPhone 7, and occasionally keeping that extra Facebook tab at work. Let's admit it. Now let's talk history. From the 17th to the 19th century, there was no such thing as a pacifier that you're seeing right now. Parents in those days, using their mommy and daddy instincts, would take out bones, corals, or meat, mash it up, wrap it around a cloth, tie it with a string, and give it to their babies. Now, when I first saw that on Wikipedia, I was like, delicious. And this went on until an American pharmacist named Christian Meineck patented the first ever design for a pacifier, which was to be used as a baby comforter. And as time passed by, pacifiers, binkies as Playtex calls theirs, grew popular amongst parents around the globe for the sole purpose of pacifying, which meant restoring peace, calmness, and comfort to the baby. In other words, to shut your baby up. Well, I'm pretty sure myself that I'm not alone when I say that we all know the might that a pacifier could do, the might that it possesses. It's all about the sweet sound of silence. It's a win-win, really, for the parent and the baby. I just proved it. Now, just a moment ago, you might have been wondering, or you might have been confused when I said that you all use pacifiers as well. Well, of course you do, but not this kind. If you haven't figured it out yet, I was talking about this. This is your pacifier. No, you don't put it in your mouth. That's not how it works. We all know that. And in the 21st century, these pacifiers, these gadgets, has now become the popular choice for babies, teens, and adults when it comes to looking for comfort and convenience. Yes? Can we all get a big mighty yes on that? Yes. Okay, that's good. When we're dead bored, I don't know, we grab our device. Some of you who are loners talk to Siri. I do that too. When there's a really tough question in your homework, and curiosity is scratching your head, you just go to Google. Who asks the teacher these days, right? No, I'm kidding, y'all. Of course you do. Now, when you're needing a sense to belong, we go to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. When things are really getting awkward between you and that person beside you and the elevator, you just pick up your binky, your pacifier, and just, I don't know you. Step away. Now, these new age pacifiers are so effective that we, in our time of inner tantrums, resort to our gadgets to pacify. They're kind of like best friends, really. We have best friends for the assurance that there's somebody going to be by our side and in front of us to reassure that there's peace, calmness, and comfort within you and within that friend. Sometimes we just grab our phone when we feel anxious. We just go to Candy Crush or Google or Angry Birds, whatever you do. That's what we basically do when we use our phones. Although the sad part is, we are gradually approaching this standard, this soon-to-be status quo of using gadgets as an easy way out when it comes to loneliness or emotional distress. And with all this happening, I can say boldly that we are losing the human touch. We are slowly losing the ability to communicate face-to-face without the slightest feeling of awkwardness. We are slowly losing the ability to attend to our offsprings, to our children, without putting a screen in front of their faces. I don't know about you, but I appreciated highly the childhood that my parents have given me. I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, I didn't need a mobile phone or a video game to entertain myself. I don't know about you, but meeting my friends every day after school was my way of building myself up. It was a way of establishing trust, reliability, and a sense of companionship. But do you know that one thing that I know about you? Let me rephrase. Do you know about the things that I know about you? It's that you, at this very moment, have the potential to console and pacify the people in need and the people you love. It's that you, at this very moment, have the capability to restore peace, calmness, and a sense of companionship within our lives, our homes, and our community. It's that you, at this very moment, are accountable for the relationships that are set out before you right here, right now, and it's not our electronic devices. Let me say that again. You are accountable for the relationships that are set out before you, not our electronic devices. Because they won't be there when you die. They won't shed tears for you when you die. Nor will they remember you when you die. Now, if there's any message that I want you to take home with you, it's that in a world full of grief, sadness, loneliness, and anger, be the new age human pacifier. Thank you.